All right, guys, let's have some fun here. So Jennifer Welch of the I've Had It podcast noticed that Elon Musk had come after her a number of times within the past 24 hours or 48 hours or so. And she decided, okay, you want to play that game? I could play that game, tough guy. And she just absolutely ethered his porky ass. So this is a glorious thing to see. Sit down and relax and buckle up because you're in for a wild ride here. Let's watch.
Trans-obsessed, pedophile protector, and immigrant, and corporate welfare queen, Elon Musk continues his obsession with a podcaster. And that podcaster is yours truly. This man's life is so pathetic. He has resources that are unimaginable, yet he spends all of his time chronically online, and he's like a two-trick pony, all right? He's worried about trans people, which is less than 1% of the population, and immigrants. And I just want to remind you, he's an immigrant and he has a trans daughter with whom he refuses to have any form of a relationship with. That's how big of a piece of shit this man is. So yesterday, he's still going on about me. Pop this up, Kylie. So somebody online calls me a trans woman in this image, and they called Don Lemon Joy Reid. And Elon Musk does the 100 emoji and a crying laughing. And I just want to say, like,
God, he's like permanently 12 years old. That's the only way to describe his like lack of a sense of humor, his childish sense of humor. Like, really, motherfucker, you're about to be a trillionaire. You're about to be a trillionaire. And he's how old? I don't even know. 50s, 60s?
You calling me a trans woman and calling Don Lemon Joy Reid, for Don Lemon, myself, and Joy Reid, none of this hurts our feelings. It just makes you look like you're a moron. And like you're a walking, talking advertisement as to why nobody should ever have this much money. Like, this is what you're
Facts. Tell them.
doing in your spare time. I think, Kylie, was there another one? Oh, and wokeness. They tweet, Jennifer Welch backs mob storming white evangelical churches. And I say they are the most entitled white nationalists. And Elon Musk chimes in and he puts, it's her right as a trans men to protest.
Bro.
So clearly he's on ketamine or something there.
Unironically, that's what's happening. His brain is shitting the bed. Jesus Christ. I love how to them that's like, oh, how dare you? How dare you what? The fucking pastor at the church is a supervisor for the ICE Gestapo thugs. I'm happy they protested. They should protest that motherfucker again. You're not going to get us go, oh, why'd you do it in a church? No, why did he do it in a church? This motherfucker is cracking the skulls of immigrants and then going and preaching the word of Jesus on Sunday? Fuck out of here. Suck my nuts from the back. Jesus Christ. No, they deserve to be protested this aggressively. Are you kidding me? And then meanwhile, all these right-wingers, oh, a church, heaven forfend. Meanwhile, what did they say when a priest got shot in the face with pepper balls because of ICE Gestapo thugs doing it on purpose? They said nothing. They had nothing to say about that. What do they say when schools get raided? When they tear-gassed a baby, a 6-month-old baby? ICE did that the other day. What did the right say? Shh, shh, shh. Nothing. So I'm sorry, we no longer give a fuck. We no longer care about your cheap tricks of like, this crossed the line. No, you crossed the line about 748 times just in this past week, and you didn't even fucking acknowledge any of those. So how about you fuck off? And we should protest that church every day. Every day. Jesus Christ, man. It's called the First Amendment. It's called freedom of speech. It's called the most American thing ever. The right to organize. Okay? Spare me with your fake outrage. Oh, not a church. Shut the fuck up.
Somebody tweets, I'm making a film about a trans woman. Obviously, I'm only willing to cast a genuine trans woman in the role, but I'm worried about some bigoted man will pretend to be a trans woman to steal the part. How can I verify their authenticity? And Elon Musk says Jennifer Welch would be perfect.
You know what's hilarious? Is that Elon Musk actually looks more trans than Jennifer Welch. No disrespect to trans people whatsoever. I specifically only mean disrespect to Elon Musk. As men age, especially if as they age they stay clean-shaven, every man gradually turns into Mrs. Doubtfire, right? By the time you hit like 60 and up or like 65 and up, every man, if you get rid of your beard, you gradually turn into Mrs. Doubtfire. So that's just a warning. The warning also applies to myself. I know that there's a certain age where I definitely can't get rid of the facial hair because it immediately people go, Miss Doubtfire. Always.
So meanwhile, this man, like you guys, he's chronically online. Like if you go to his Twitter feed, it's unbelievable. He doesn't sleep. I think he snorts ketamine all the time. He's a drug addict, untreated drug addict who desperately needs to go to rehab. And I don't know if he thinks that hurts my feelings or end wokeness. Like none of that hurts my feelings. Call me whatever. I think you guys are freaks. And I think your trans obsession is so weird and also backed by the data that all of the people that consume trans porn are in like these uber red counties, but that's neither here nor there. So Musk is really wound up about pedophile protectors. Put up this tweet, Kylie. So he tweets, anti-ICE protesters protecting convicted child molesters is pure evil. And then there's another tweet here. Somebody tweets, they are protecting violent pedophiles. Elon Musk says, accurate assessment. And then, you have to think like, okay, all he talks about is trans people, immigrants, pedophiles. Trans people, immigrants, pedophiles. He's a three-trick pony, right? And so it's important to understand what is going on psychologically with this man. And so put this up, Kylie. The Homeland Security talks about pedophiles. He says it's pure evil for people to stop the arrest of child predators. Keep that there. Pure evil for people to stop the arrest of child predators. Elon Musk says this. I want to remind everybody of what he said in June of 2025. Time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT, June 5th, 2025.
Yeah. And now he's back to riding Trump's nuts. The left is crazy for protecting pedophile. Your president, who you love, is literally Epstein's best friend. He was Epstein's best friend. He's all over the files. We know he's a pedophile. You said he was in the Epstein files. He's protecting a cabal of billionaire elite pedophiles. And the left, why would the left do this? What is wrong? You can never take anything these people say seriously, ever on any issue.
So clearly, like the people that we know are confirmed pedophiles are all in the Epstein files. Elon Musk got the keys to the federal government.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, Elon Musk is also in the Epstein files. He was at the billionaire dinner that Jeffrey Epstein put together in, I think it was 2011.
Knows Trump is at the epicenter of them. And meanwhile, he acts like he's a champion for this. And end wokeness is, oh my God, Jennifer Welch was critical of white racist Christians. I mean, these people are so unserious. These people are such breathtaking hypocrites. So I'm wondering, like, why is Elon so worked up about pedophiles? And I remembered this story, put this story up from The Guardian. Elon Musk's father, accused of sexually abusing his children and stepchildren. Elon Musk, rarely mentioned by his tech billionaire son, dismisses New York Times report as nonsense and false. Oh,
Yikes.
Okay. So here we have a man who is wound up about immigrants. Hot news flash, he's an immigrant. Wound up about pedophiles. Hot news flash. His siblings and his step-siblings have accused his own father of being a pedophile. And he's wound up about trans people. Ding, ding, ding. He has a trans daughter who is a lovely, really smart, lovely young woman. And he sits and demeans her and less than 1% of the population all the time. And he thinks like that, or in wokeness, that it hurts me to call me, I don't know if I'm a trans man or a trans woman because he switched both times. But this is at the core. I mean, it's so easy to lift the curtain and see what's going on here with this man and his inner child issues.
As those are flashing up, I'm thinking, I bet he watches trans porn. That would just make sense with all of this trans obsession.
Alex Jones was caught with that. I mean, how many times have we seen this with gayness, right? The most vehemently anti-gay marriage, anti-gay rights Christian people and Republicans, they always end up sucking a dick in a New Jersey Turnpike bathroom. It happened time and time again. It's like they're telling on themselves by posturing like, oh, I'm so against that. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? And so it's the same, it's a similar thing here. You know, you're so anti-trans because you actually are interested in trans people and you feel some sort of shame about that. Well, we're here to tell you, don't feel any fucking shame. Trans people are awesome. Trans people deserve all the rights that everybody else has. And trans people, if you want to date them, go date them. So you're no judgment zone here.
Think about it. He's got all these companies he's allegedly running. The U.S. government subsidizing them. Yet he's online nonstop about, racist shit, trans people, all the crazy shit he puts online. On top of which he is making in cups to have all these kids that he's not raising. Like, I don't want to hear about how smart and great Elon Musk is. Just because he has a lot of money, this guy is fucking unhinged. He has all these kids. He's talking about birth population. So he's populating the earth with children without fathers because he doesn't put any time into them. And I just think this guy was in the Epstein files. He read them. You know he did. He rats out Donald Trump, and then he has the balls to say pedophile protector. And I'm done talking about when Kristi Noem says we're arresting child pedophiles, people that want to protect pedophiles. Look at the January 6thers. I cannot get on my phone without another arrest of molestation of a child, sexual abuse of a child from somebody that Trump pardoned being arrested and or sent to jail. His faith leader sent to jail for sex crimes. Like, I will not tolerate the hypocrisy. Do not sit there, Kristi Noem, and talk to me about protecting children because your administration allows it. He's pardoning them. He's sitting there, with the Epstein files on lockdown. Like, you do not have any credibility. Shut the fuck up.
And I agree with you. If you're so interested in arresting pedophiles, go arrest the president of the United States.
Start there.
So another thing that Elon is laser focused on is he acts like he's a champion for free speech, which we all know he's not.
He's not.
He acts like he's a champion for democracy. He's not. This man is the most oppressed trillionaire I've ever seen in my life. He acts like the whole world is against him, which all he would have to do is sit down, shut the fuck up, and go enjoy his money. But he can't because he has this itching anxiety. And so that's why he's chronically online, chronically taking ketamine because he's trying to cover something up.
She's straight up ending him here, bro. This is like a brutal and accurate dissection of his entire existence.
You all know that all of his companies were under investigation by USAID and other organizations within the federal government. All of those investigations have been shut down. God only knows what he and Big Balls did, right? He had a stage 5 meltdown when I talked to Jim Acosta about him getting investigated.
And by the way, he was caught committing fraud. That's why all the shit about, the Somali is doing the fraud and stuff. Elon Musk got what was supposed to be a subsidy of $483,000 under Joe Biden's time in office. When he was doing the Doge shit, he went in there and backdated that and changed it from $483,000 to a $483 million subsidy. People caught it and flagged it and said, that's not right. It was $483,000. Why is it now $483 million? And so and then they went back in and got rid of it. He was literally trying to steal $400 million from U.S. taxpayers on top of the $38 billion that he's gotten in subsidies already to make 12 rockets that explode immediately. Okay? He's the biggest con artist of all of them. He does this thing called vaporware. He overpromises, he underdelivers. He did this with the Tesla sports car that he was trying to make in like 2017. He said it'd be out within a year. Here we are in 2026. It's nowhere to be found. He said, I'm going to put you on Mars within a decade. Well, here we are 15 years later. We're not on fucking Mars. He's a liar. He's a con man. What happened to the Hyperloop? We got promised the sun, the moon, and the stars with the Hyperloop. That shit fucking fell apart. Everything he says he's going to do, it falls apart. How many times has he said, self-driving car is ready, and then people fucking crash and die, and he's got to be like, okay, technically it's not ready yet. This is who this man is. He's a fucking con man. That's what he is.
All of those investigations have been shut down. God only knows what he and Big Balls did, right? He had a stage 5 meltdown when I talked to Jim Acosta about him getting investigated, which, I mean, if somebody said, hey, we're going to investigate Jennifer Welch, I go, swing for the fences. Like whatever. But this man is losing his mind. So now he's already vowed to spend millions of dollars, just like he did to elect Donald Trump and just like he did to get his ass kicked in Wisconsin. Put this up, Kylie. He's tweeting, without voter ID, democracy is a lie. The man who spent $290 million on the last election, he bought an election to benefit himself, and he has the audacity to act like democracy is a lie. His number one goal is to make it as hard as he can for people to vote. And I want to remind everybody in MAGA, he's an immigrant corporate welfare queen. The shit that you hate, MAGA, I don't give a shit that he's an immigrant or not. I oppose corporate welfare. And I know how you all feel about corporate welfare queens. And I know how you all feel about immigrants. So why don't y'all really start going after Elon Musk? But here's my thing. If he's so wound up about elections and he's so into politics, I have a great idea. I say, he's an immigrant. He was born in South Africa.
According to his brother, they were illegal too. His brother said it. It's not me saying it. His brother said it.
He comes over here. I do think we need an investigation into how he got his citizenship, but that's neither here nor there. That's just me being petty. So I say he runs. Let's do away with the part of the rules to run for president. You have to be born in the United States of America. Let's do away with that hypothetically. Let's run Musk against Ugandan-born Zoran Mamdani. Let's run and see what happens to Elon Musk, and we'll rig it as much as we can for you. You can pay all the money you want. You can take all the corporate donations you want, Elon. Let's run you against brown-skinned, good-looking, non-ketamine taking, non-corporate welfare taking, non-deadbeat dad, non-trans obsessed, non-pedophile protector, a man who stands for working-class Americans, who knows how hard it is to get a paycheck, who knows how hard it is to get stable health care, a man who says, I'm not going to bully a trans person because I'm not a petty psychopath. I'm going to say, you know what? This is a safe place for you. It's a free country. You can be whatever the hell you want to be. Let's run these two ideas. And Zoran will take zero corporate money. You get your ass kicked so bad, you can't run for anything.
She's not wrong. That would be the most lopsided election maybe we've ever seen. He would put up prime FDR numbers, Zoran would. We're talking over 400 electoral college votes. It would be a rap skis on Elon Musk's entire fucking career. Man. Well done from the I've Had It podcast here. And let's not forget, man, this guy's a criminal. Elon Musk needs to be locked up. I will not let go what he did with Doge. And anybody who's familiar with the law will tell you, literally every single penny of cuts that Doge did was completely and utterly illegal. Every single penny. All the U.S. aid cuts, which, by the way, hundreds of thousands or millions will die as a result of that. All of the cuts to medical research and scientific research and air traffic controllers and food safety inspectors, the 250,000 public workers who were fired, the half the Social Security offices which were wiped out, the 83,000 veterans who were fired, the cuts to the Department of Education and FEMA and nuclear safety officials and the CFPB, Meals on Wheels, the NWS, National Weather Service, the pediatric cancer research cuts. All of that was totally fucking illegal. And it needs to be a litmus test for Democrats. If you want to be president, you need to commit to prosecuting the Doge criminals, including Elon Musk. The only issue with Elon is he's committed so many crimes, it's going to be hard to narrow it down to specific ones to focus on because there's just so much there. But that motherfucker belongs in fucking prison. And go ahead, keep trying to go after Jennifer Welch, but Jennifer Welch will continue to fucking smack your bitch ass back down where you belong because I'm sorry, he has no wits compared to her. The guy's a fucking dipshit. He single-handedly, disproves this notion of like, oh, billionaires are smart and they're brilliant and they just work harder than us and they're just more intelligent than us and they're just more strategic. No. The motherfucker was born with... His dad had like a diamond or an emerald mine in apartheid South Africa. Just like Trump, he was born with a fucking silver spoon in his mouth. He was born on third base and thought he hit a triple. You listen to the guy talk and you go, this is the dumbest motherfucker I've ever seen. He's probably the dumbest billionaire that there is, and he happens to be nearly a trillionaire, one of the richest ones in the world. Top 5 or 3 on any given day. So that alone should bust up this idea that like, oh, billionaires are just better than you and me. No, they're not. This guy's worse than all of us. You can't pay your fucking bills, and you bust your ass, and you actually give a shit, and you're a decent person. This motherfucker commits multiple crimes on a daily basis, and he's got nearly $1 trillion. What does that say about the system? It says we got to fucking destroy this system and create a new system, which is fair, which is reasonable. We shouldn't even have billionaires, never mind trillionaires. Tax these motherfuckers at 100% for every penny over $999,999,999. That's what we need to do. So anyway, shout out to the I've Had It podcast. They freaked it.
Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.